Welcome to the AI for Career Success podcast by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. This is episode 161. I'm Fred, and joining me, as always, is Daphne.
Hey, Fred. Glad to be here. Today's topic is definitely one that's on everyone's mind.
It absolutely is. The idea for this episode actually came from our producer, Curt Robbins. He suggested we look at how AI is really impacting our jobs and, our daily lives.
And we found a great source for this. It's an article called How Will AI Impact Your Job or Daily Life? Exploring the Possibilities.
Right.
It was written by Amy Neumann, who's a Ph.D. candidate in AI and human creativity.
So the goal today is to move past all the fear-mongering. We want to understand AI as a tool, maybe even a partner in our professional lives.
Exactly. Not a replacement, but a partner.
Okay, so let's start with that fear. It's the first thing people think of, right? That AI is coming for our jobs. How do we get some context around that?
Well, the article makes a fantastic point by looking at history. This kind of technological disruption. It's not new, and historically, these shifts tend to create more jobs than they eliminate.
They just change the type of jobs that are available.
Precisely. And the article uses a perfect, fairly recent example, the ATM.
Ah, the automatic teller machine back in the 70s.
Right. And at the time, everyone thought, well, that's it for bank tellers. Their main job was counting and dispensing cash.
The task that was just automated.
Completely automated. Oh, what actually happened was banks could now afford to open more branches.
Which seems counterintuitive.
It does, but teller jobs didn't disappear. In fact, their numbers went up. The role just evolved. They became customer service specialists, financial advisors, focusing on relationship building.
So the repetitive task was replaced, freeing up the human to do more complex, more valuable work.
That's the key. And we're seeing that exact pattern today. AI isn't coming for your job title. It's coming for the repetitive tasks within your job.
Let's talk about some modern examples.
Yeah.
In marketing, for instance.
Sure. You have AI tools like ChatGPT or Jasper that can draft, hundreds of versions of ad copy or blog posts in seconds.
But a human marketer still needs to guide it, right? To provide the strategy and the creativity.
Exactly. The marketer's job shifts to strategy, to brand oversight, and to interpreting the data the AI provides. They're not writing the copy anymore. They're directing the entire creative campaign.
And in a field like healthcare, with something like IBM's Watson Health.
It's not there to replace the doctor. It's an assistant. It can analyze a patient's medical data against millions of studies and trials to suggest possible treatments.
So it provides information at a scale a human just can't manage.
It gives the doctor more data to make a better, more informed decision faster. The human still makes the final call, with all the empathy and ethical judgment that requires.
And you see it in customer service, too. AI bots handle the simple, common questions.
Right, like Zendesk's answer bot. That frees up the human agents to deal with the really complex, emotionally sensitive issues where a person is truly needed.
So the big takeaway for you listening is this. AI won't replace you. It'll replace the repetitive parts of your job, pushing you toward skills that are uniquely human.
Creativity, critical thinking, empathy. That's the new currency.
Which is a perfect transition. If AI is this powerful tool, how do we as professionals learn to use it effectively? What are the actual steps we should be taking?
The time for just watching is over. It's about integration now, and the article is clear on this. It requires continuous learning. Not learning to code, necessarily.
But learning the tools of your trade.
Exactly. Learning the specific AI tools that can complement your existing skills. For a graphic designer, for example, it could be mastering something like Canva's Magic Resize.
And for, say, an HR professional.
It's about moving beyond simple applicant tracking. They could be learning tools like Eightfold AI, which can help predict future skills a company might need. It makes their role much more strategic.
So it's about finding the tools that give you an edge in your specific field. Where can people go to learn these fundamentals?
There are so many great free platforms out there, Coursera, EDX, even Khan Academy. They offer courses on the basics of AI so you can understand how it works without needing a computer science degree.
And all this technical learning has to be paired with a focus on those soft skills we mentioned.
Absolutely. The article really hammers this home. Creativity, emotional intelligence, strategic thinking. Those are things machines can't replicate. They become more valuable than ever.
So by learning to leverage AI, you're not just keeping your job safe, you're positioning yourself as a leader.
You're the one who understands how to combine human judgment with the speed of a machine. That's an incredibly powerful combination.
Let's take a brief break for a special message from our producer, Curt Robbins.
Hi, this is Curt Robbins. First, thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your support. I want to let you know that I'm currently accepting new clients. My rates are affordable, and I have more than 25 years of experience working for enterprise companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, Oracle, PNC Bank, FedEx, USAA, and Wells Fargo, among many others. If you want to improve your IT documentation and communications, hire me. I deliver fast, know how to use AI to improve efficiency and accuracy, and love going the extra mile to satisfy my clients. Thank you for subscribing and listening. Back to you, Daphne and Fred.
Welcome back to the AI for Career Success podcast.
Before the break, we were talking about upskilling. But I think it's also important to realize just how integrated AI already is in our daily lives.
Oh, it's everywhere. And often we don't even notice it. It's the smart assistants on our phones like Alexa or Google.
Or the recommendation engines on Spotify and Amazon.
Exactly. Even things like fraud detection on your credit card or the spam filter in your email. That's all AI working silently in the background to make our lives easier and, frankly, safer.
And that deep integration is what makes the next part of this conversation so critical. We have to talk about the ethical questions this raises for the workforce.
We absolutely do, because with this much power comes a lot of responsibility. The source points to a few major challenges. The first is job displacement.
Right. Even if new jobs are created, some roles will be automated away.
Yeah.
And we need a plan for those people.
Yes. Governments and companies have a huge role to play in retraining and supporting workers through that transition. It has to be managed carefully.
Then there's the issue of bias in the AI itself.
A huge one. AI models are trained on data, and if that data reflects historical biases, well, the AI will just learn and amplify those biases.
We saw that with early facial recognition software having trouble with women and people of color.
Exactly. So there's a massive push now for fairness and inclusivity in how these systems are built and audited.
And underlying all of this is data privacy. As AI gets more integrated, it uses more of our personal data.
Protecting that data is paramount. We need strong regulations to keep pace with the technology.
So what's being done? Are there solutions in the works?
There are. The article mentions initiatives from major companies trying to set a standard. Things like Google's AI principles or Microsoft's AI for Good program.
So they're trying to build frameworks for responsible AI use that benefits everyone.
That's the goal, to guide the technology toward equitable and positive outcomes.
Okay, so let's bring this all together. We've talked about the history, the need to upskill, the ethical side. What is the final overarching message for the professionals listening right now?
I think the most important thing is to reframe the relationship, to see AI as an ally. The article uses a really simple but powerful metaphor to wrap it all up.
Let's hear it.
It says AI is like a bicycle.
A bicycle.
Think about it. A bicycle helps you go further and faster with way less effort than just running. It's a massive advantage.
But you still have to pedal. And more importantly, you have to steer.
That's the critical part. You still decide the destination. You maintain the balance. You choose the path. The AI gives you the power, but the human provides the direction and the judgment.
That's a perfect way to put it. The future isn't about AI versus humans. It's about humans who use AI outpacing the humans who don't.
It's no longer an optional skill. It is the defining professional skill of the coming decade.
So the final thought for you is to start seeing AI as the new operating system for your career. Ask yourself, how can this tool elevate what I do? How can it handle the boring stuff so I can focus on the work that truly matters?
The work only a human can do.
Thank you for listening to the AI for Career Success podcast from Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.